have. The Minecraft game I like is Terraria. I don't like them. Yeah, that's actually really impressive. NPC test you passed. Well, I don't know. Like if I was 7, this might be funny, but like I'm not, so it's not funny. Like I don't know what to say. Like I'm not trying to shit on people that like it, but like yeah, I don't think it's funny. It's too dumb. Delusional idiots can start wars. What's this? The viral underclass is now in paper. What is this here? Nah, I bet this is a. Let me see if I find this real quick. No. So this is just like some guy, like, so this dude goes and makes a tweet about this. I'm trying to find and see if I can put up, bro. This guy loves to fucking tweet. Holy shit. Bro, like, what is this? Oh my god. This dude's just going to work. So I don't see anything here at all. Like, yeah, there's nothing there. Skip the post. I guess I did. But anyway, this dude is just obviously there's a bit of keyboard warrior stuff with this. How it started, how's it's going. It's called the Iron Bit. Yeah, so this dude basically I saw this picture. The reason, you know who this guy is? He's the guy that tried to tackle the judge. And so they put this on him that way he doesn't just cause another problem. And so, yeah, he's the jumping guy. I mean, honestly, like, they either do that or, like, give this guy a career in some sort of sport, bro. Like, I couldn't believe the fuck. Like, he could jump like that? Holy fuck. I never seen somebody jump like that. But, like, you know, he did tackle her. He did. That was nuts. It's a spit mask. Well, either way, the guy's a fucking animal. Like, that's just what it is. And the reality is that society doesn't need to tolerate animals. It's got nothing to do with being black. It's got nothing to do with being white. Like, fuck, wasn't one of the most popular movies growing up Hannibal Lecter, where they gave him a mask like this? I mean, this is not like, this is a pretty common fucking thing. I'm pretty sure they do this with mental hospitals too. It's just nuts. So yeah, people always try to have these opinions and try to act like this is the same thing. It's kind of like, I remember whenever it was like Colin Kaepernick went and he said that like fucking, you know, these guys that are like getting traded and getting, you know, graded whether they're going to get into the NBA, it's like the same as the slave trade, as if like, you know, getting a $10+ million contract to play with the Mavericks is the same thing as being, you know, bought by a slave owner to work on a plantation. Like, it's just like such a dramatic and delusional misrepresentation of reality. It's just unbelievable, man. It's unfucking believable. The race baiter, yeah, exactly. Kaepernick's a moron. I mean, as usual, right? I mean, he said some things I agree with, right? And I think he, you know, he's got every right to kneel for the fucking anthem. I think he's an asshole for doing it, but he's got every right to do it. But the truth is that people always try to put in their agenda to this kind of stuff. But I think it's funny because you can clearly see this guy's a dipshit, right? Because he's got 1.3K quotes. He's got 500 reposts and only 2,000 likes. Like, if you have a ratio like that, you know you had a bad opinion. And how do you really know that somebody had a bad opinion? I'll tell you how. It's this grayed out button right here. Whenever you can't comment on something, that's because somebody doesn't want you to know what they're going to say. That's what it is. Yeah, it's because he's got a dumb fucking opinion, and he knows that this opinion cannot exist in the free marketplace of ideas. So he's got to protect it and make sure that nobody is able to actually have any criticism that directly contradicts what his agenda is. That's what it is. Slave owners did pay top dollar for Mandingo fighters. Oh, of course they did. We all watched Django Unchained. For sure. But that's clearly not the same dynamic as whenever you're being picked out from a sports team, right? I mean, like, again, this is what I was saying, right? This is just such a deliberate and dramatic misrepresentation. It is insane. So, yeah. Some people are just really bad at opinions. Yeah, for sure. Moronic comparison. Yeah, it's just crazy. Fuck this guy. He's a repeat offending piece of shit. Don't care what the color of his skin is. Oh, this dude? Yeah, this dude's getting locked up. Like, he's probably like, the thing is, like, I don't ever really worry about this kind of stuff because, like, I just think that, like, this is my perspective on any of this is like, if you don't know how to act in public and you don't and you're hurting people, get the fuck out. Like I don't want to have it. Like, the world doesn't need to be a padded room for you to bounce around in, bro. Like, you don't know how to act. You got to have somebody put a fucking mask on you because you can't control yourself. Bro, get the fuck out of here. And I think that really, if you don't expect that out of people, you don't get that out of them. It's like you hold people to high expectations, and I think that more people are willing to, like, rise to the occasion. But, like, if you expect people to act like animals and just fucking assholes, well, then that's what you're going to get, man. Best case scenario, his family hires a kick-ass lawyer and he gets 8 years minimum. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, I just... Yeah, I mean, I think that that's probably true. Imagine not punishing an inmate for assaulting a judge. I mean, 8 years that'd be real nice, right? 8 years. I mean, the truth is, like, a lot of these guys, like, this is always what I kind of assume, is that I think that a lot of these guys have mental problems. Like, we always talk about how, like, white kids have mental problems whenever they shoot up a school, right? But, like, what's really the difference between, like, this guy and some fucking random-ass weird white kid? Probably not a lot. And so I wish that these guys had, like, more support for that. And it's kind of hard because, like, nowadays, like, guys, and it's changing a little bit, right? But, like, guys, it's harder to, like, go and have an honest conversation about, like, mental health or, any form of weakness. People hold it against you. And so, maybe one day that'll change. But I think people like this, to be honest with you, like, and this is not an excuse, right? I still think lock them up, right? But I do feel bad for them because, like, there's probably something wrong in your head. Like, straight up, like, there's probably, like, a few screws loose. And it's like, if you have, a car that only has 3 wheels, you're gonna have some problems, right? Like, and it's not, is it really the car's fault? No, that's just that's just what happens when you only have 3 wheels. So I think that's the way, I've had that situation myself a whole lot. These people with broken brains, we need to isolate them from society until we find a cure or a fix. Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely do. You can't have these people around. 100%. Just look at California with all the stealing going on. Make a padded room for people with laws and then suffer the consequences of lost businesses. Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, like, I think the whole idea of, like, not punishing shoplifters is outrageous. I think that, like, one of the most important things is, like, in terms of, like, can you have freedom without being able to own private property? That's a very interesting question. I don't know what the answer for that is, but I think in our society, the answer is pretty much no. So, like, if you don't have autonomy over your own private property, you can't protect your own private property, like, how can you possibly have any freedom? So, yeah, I'm very much against that. I think that's outrageous. Every talking point always leads but California. Well, that's what they do, right? I'm just saying I don't agree with that. So, yeah, it's obviously possible. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I've never even thought about it myself. Wasn't the shoplifting epidemic debunked? I mean, I don't know if it was debunked or not, man. Because, like, I see a ton of videos where there's people breaking into stores with, like, garbage bags and filling them up and leaving. So, like, were these fake videos? Where did this happen? Like, how did this happen? Like, I don't know if it got debunked. But, like, for me, it seems like it's... Fuck, it certainly seems like it's real. If somebody thinks it's not real and they can prove it wrong, I want to see it. Because if I'm wrong about something, I want to know. But yeah, I don't think so. Videos aren't statistics. No, they're not. But, like, I don't... Like, if you see a video of something happening, you would assume that it's probably happening. And also, like, wouldn't it be logical that if you said you're not going to be arrested for this anymore, that more people would do it? Like, if I was a kid and I was, like, 19 or 17, I would be stealing from CVS all the time. Hell yeah, I'd be doing that. Like, what do you mean? It's free stuff. So, like, I just think about, like, what would I do? What would my friends do? And then what do I think other people are doing? I see a video of it. I'm sorry, but yeah, I think it's happening. If I'm wrong about this, please educate me, because I don't really have, I don't have an emotional investment in this opinion. This is just what I think based off of what I've seen. So yeah, people don't care about statistics because statistics are uncomfortable to people. Well, it depends on what the statistic is. What I've learned before with many things is that nobody actually likes science. Nobody actually likes statistics. Nobody likes the scientific method. They only like it whenever it tells them that they're right. But whenever there's something that's scientific that isn't necessarily, agreeable, well, then suddenly now, oh, well, what was the study here? And trying to figure out these like weird abstract ways of it being wrong. So yeah, the flat earther mindset. Yeah, you mean facts. Well, our version of facts. I think that science, again, is the outcomes of science are not really what should be respected. It's more or less the method of science that should be respected.